Hey, thanks for picking me up. It was nothing. He just wasn't a good fit. Yeah, you know how it is. I'm fine. I was excited, but I shouldn't have psyched myself up so much. Can we get some food? I want to eat some french fries. Well, I guess you can tell the date didn't go so well. I didn't really have much of an appetite during the date. Can we talk about this after I've had some food in my stomach? Can I get a large fries? Just ketchup. And a cheeseburger with extra pickles? You want anything? Another burger? Actually, can you get 2 cheeseburgers with extra pickles on both? And 2 bottles of water. No, that's it. Thank you. Here, use my card. I asked you to pick me up and get food. The least I can do is pay for it. Yes, use my card. Yeah, this card. Thank you, you too. Let's see. Ooh, the fries are fresh. We can go to the park. Here you go. Thank you for paying the pickle tax. I can't believe you don't like pickles. They're not gross. I mean, the date wasn't very fun. Oh, I should have asked this earlier, but is Casey okay with you being out late with me? I don't want her to get worried. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. When did it happen? A month ago? She dumped you a month ago? Sorry, she broke up with you a month ago and you didn't say anything? We've hung out multiple times after that and you didn't mention it at all. Why haven't you said anything? Of course it matters. What would make you think it doesn't? But you're my best friend. Of course it matters. Are you okay? Are you saying it was a mutual decision because it's true or because you're trying to convince yourself it was? No, of course it can be, but both seem so happy together. I just didn't see it coming. It looked like you were on track to get married. Now I don't want to talk about mine. It seems so trivial compared to yours. Well, I went on that date with that guy I met on the app. He seemed nice at first, but then we started talking about previous relationships. And the moment I mentioned I hadn't ever been in one, he just started to laugh in my face. He kept on saying it's impossible to be single at your age. And he was basically implying that there must be something wrong with me. So I ended the date as soon as possible. I should just delete the app at this point. The first time? This wasn't the first time. The third time, I think? I just plan to be a single old cat lady at this point. I don't know, being a cat lady actually sounds cool. You know, I've been meaning to adopt a cat now that I've moved into my own place. Maybe I'm just meant to be alone. That's what everyone says. Learn to be happy alone. It's better to be single so you don't have to deal with dusty men. I mean, I don't want to deal with dusty men, but who does? Anyone who says that is not a late bloomer. I've never heard a late bloomer say that, ever. You know why? Because they understand the one thing we want to experience but haven't. It's not about being alone. I and every other late bloomer on this planet has been forced to learn how to be comfortable with being alone. We know what it's like to be alone, and I don't need another person to tell me that. Sorry, I shouldn't have snapped at you like that. No, it's my fault. Can you just take me home? I don't want to talk about this anymore. The one thing that I and everyone else like me wants to experience is to be desired. Getting random texts and phone calls during the day because they just miss you. Looking forward to spending time with me because it makes them happy. Knowing that there is one person in my life who will take the time out of their day to come see me or talk to me just because they want to. Accepting all aspects of me without judgment. That is what I want. And it feels like I won't ever get to experience that I don't deserve to. The older I get, the more undesirable and undeserving I feel. Then why is it taking so long? Look around you. Everyone we know is married, engaged, in long-term relationships. And then there's me, alone. You just gotta have a long-term relationship. And before that, you'd been in multiple ones. I don't even know what it's like to have the person you like you back. I've done the confessions before. And I get put in the friend zone and my presence just ends up making them uncomfortable. Every guy I've liked hasn't liked me back. And I didn't need to confess to all of them to know that. The last thing I want is for my presence to make them uncomfortable. I don't even want to hang out with our friends because they invite their partners and I just end up third wheeling. Even when they don't come, they're constantly calling and texting during our conversations. And I know they're not doing it on purpose, but I feel so alone sitting there. And I can just tell. They want to invite their partners and make it a double or triple date, but they don't want to make me uncomfortable, so they don't get invited. And they're all such nice people. I don't want to be the reason why they can't fully enjoy themselves. It's not bad all the time. Sometimes it's fun and I don't really feel alone. But it comes and goes. How could you have known? It's not like I was screaming on the rooftops about it. It's not exactly something I want people to know. Can you keep this conversation between the two of us? I don't want our friends to know about this. They'll feel bad. Thank you. And thank you for picking me up. I'm just gonna lay off the dating apps for a while. Maybe I'll go on a solo trip. Maybe Iceland or Finland. Someplace I can see the northern lights. You want to go too? Then we can make it a singles trip. Yeah, a trip for single people only. Yeah, they had a couples trip a few months ago. Oh, I knew about it very early on. Mary is very loose-lipped when she's drunk, and she told me about it. I don't think she remembers, though. I was a little hurt at first, but I understand. There's a different vibe that comes with traveling as couples. I'm surprised he didn't go. Is that why you invited me out to sushi because you felt bad I wasn't invited? You're sweet. You should have gone anyway. They went to Italy and did all the romantic things that couples do. I'm sorry it didn't work out between you and Casey. Are you sure you're okay? I will be. It's just gonna take time. Thank you for being here with me. Now, let's get to planning our trip.